about how to lose belly fat. One of the most common frequent questions that I usually get asked, So a lot of people say, when I want to lose my body fat, I want to do a lot of crunches, a lot of sit-up, or the trainer asks me to do a lot of crunches and sit-up, that's going to lose my belly fat. Is it a myth or is it a fact, or what can we learn from it? So today we're going to dive a little bit deeper, and hopefully you can get some points on what to expect, okay? So the truth is that, right, the body fat doesn't just happen on the belly, it also happens all around the body. The body fat distributed all around. Just that, because our stomach, stores, our belly stores a bit more fat over there. That's why it looks a bit more visible, or in this case, we look a little bit bigger belly. So what we can do, unfortunately, we don't get to choose where we want to put the body fat, right? True. So unfortunately, the fact is also the same. We don't get to choose, so we can't say like, oh, I want to move the fat, here a little bit or there a little bit, I'll move it to my legs, or I'll move the body fat to my arm and shoulder. It doesn't work that way. So same, you don't get to choose. So what can we do? TLDR will be suck it up, work all around total body, okay? But I will describe a little bit more details from here. Okay, to see any visible muscles, right? I don't care if it's the ab, or it's the leg, or it's shoulders or chest. Let's take a step back. It all works like this, so to speak. You need to, number one, reduce all the fat first. Then you reduce the fat, and then if you build some muscle along, then it makes that muscle will sort of pop up, if you will, and let you have a more visible look. Think of someone who has a solid six-pack. He or she usually don't just have a fat part or just one particular movement. Usually he have, his fat is sort of very, very minimum and all around the body. That's why the abs is also, he has a lot of muscles on the abs. That's why it look pop up and look shredded, if you will. So that is how things works. But however, what we can learn as a general public is as follows. If you are obese, for example, or you're heavyweight, what I would recommend you to do is the following. Don't just target on the abs and crunches. It's all about, number one, you control your calories first. You have to make sure you reduce your calories, try to burn those belly fat. How do you burn those belly fat? Reduce those calories and exercise all around the body, not just one particular part. I'm not saying whether it's a cardio treadmill or or the cycling, can be anything, but just make sure you go all around the body, not just lower body, upper body, try to into that body. That is why doing weight training might be beneficial for you, because usually it works all around the body if you are creative and with a proper exposure. Okay, so this one I talk about is someone who is heavyweight, or overweight, or someone who is a little bit obese. What about someone who is very skinny? Some you have seen some skinny kids, they really have some six-pack, so to speak, by default. Why? Because they are lean enough already. In other words, they don't have a lot of body fat. That is why they have the luxury, if you will, to sort of train the ab exercises. That's why they can see those muscles popping out. In this case, their abs muscles, so to speak, popping out. That is why people like them with less body fat, they are more they have advantage, if you will. That is how they can sort of see those abs, visible abs. So you also might have seen some people, who are a little bit fat, so to speak, on the higher body fat end, but they also have very shredded not shredded, but they have some pop-up six-pack. Why did it happen? Well, because they have a lot of muscle on those packs and their body fat is a little bit lesser. That is why sometimes you look at their bodies like they are not very shredded, but at the same time they have a little bit of packs. The pictures I'll show you is an example of like some strength athletes, strong men, your powerlifters, and check a look at their body, by the way. I can show you all these athletes, right? They don't have like an ab day, so to speak. I am very sure all they do is just, maybe they do some planks occasionally here and there, but they don't target like only doing the ab exercises. I can assure you that that is how they get the call, because they have a little bit of strength on the abs, and also at the same time they're very, very strong and they have a lot of muscle. That is why the abs looks very visible. Same to go, or someone who is on the what do you call that, on the skinnier end, like we shared just now. The people who is on the skinnier end, what's going to happen is that they want to build a lot of ab, and they want to let those ab muscles, so to speak, grow. That is also another approach. So there are two ways. If you really want to, your intention is to build muscle on those abs, then you can do the two followings. Number one, you either train the ab directly, or number two, do it indirectly, like a plank or like a heavy squat, for example, or heavy lifting. Then you keep doing those bracing and some leg raises, ab roller, just to show you an example. If that is the intention, to sort of grow muscles, to train there, then it's good. And if you have a second intention, let's say if you are overweight individual, or you have never do any exercise before, if you do ab exercises with the intention of just want to sweat and just make your training a little bit fun, if that is your intention, good, I am all for it. But do not have those sort of unfortunately delusional mind is that doing those ab crunches is going to make you lose those belly fat fast or see your six-pack soon. It is very, very hard to do. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's very, very hard to do. And I have yet to see sort of eye-to-eye personal success just by someone doing a lot of crunches alone. But we do know a better way that you can sort of lose your total belly fat. How can you do it? Is by controlling your calories. Okay, so what control your calories? If you are not into like tracking down what you eat, that is fine, but make sure at least have a little bit of plan at your food. For example, you control your, have a bit of enough of protein, have some healthier food choices, cut out all those junk food, eat more fruits and vegetables, and exercise more regularly. Those kind of little things here and there, that is how I think is a more effective way to sort of lose your belly fat. It doesn't matter whether if you do your crunches or abs or insert your ab exercises, you can do until red in the face, blue in the face, white in the face, green to the face, purple to the face, whatever color that you want to put in your face. But unfortunately, if you do not control your diet, or after you're doing those, you say, I feel very pain, very sore, it's very good, I'm going to reward myself by having a burger, for example, or having a scrumptious meal, then probably that's that's not going to end very well, or you might even worse backtrack what you are supposed to reach to your goal. So in the summary, you make sure that you sort of control your calories. Number two, you make sure that you can do a little bit of ab exercises. Take it like an investment, so to speak. You do it now so that in the long term, if you manage to lose a body fat, then you can see those things. And number three, give yourself some time and be consistent. Okay, let time do its thing, but make sure you do your job. Come into the gym, do your work. Okay, don't come to the gym, dibble and dabble, or even worse, don't even show up at the gym and just thinking doing crunches at home will settle the problem for you. Unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, it doesn't work that way. Okay, if doing direct ab exercises really works for you, then why would the gym have all the equipments in the world? All they have to do is just put a few crunches or ab related exercise machines, then that's it. Let's call it a gym, right? So that is the reason. Okay, so that's all for me today. If you have any questions, feel free to drop the comment below, and I'll catch you up next time. Alright, for now, stay strong and stay MoFIT. Bye bye.